Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another episode, folks. I appreciate your company. Hey, man, if you enjoy the energy of this episode, please smack that subscribe button, hit that like button, and click the bell notification to be the first to know when the next new episode is live. Join the journey, folks. Today's episode, we're going to be reacting to the Dead Space remake game. I'm super excited about it, man. They did show some gameplay. I had a long day at work, man. I managed to miss the actual, when they were doing it live, but we're gonna go ahead and react to the gameplay for what's already there, folks. Really excited for it. Big fan of Isaac Clarke and a big fan of Dead Space. So it's a beautiful, scary game for those who enjoy that type of spookiness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's go ahead and dive face first to the Dead Space remake gameplay demo that was actually demonstrated today. You ready, folks? This is it. I'm excited. Where's that? Where's that? I forgot a window capture, folks. My bad. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So it says on the bottom right, early pre-production development build.
That's super early. Like, it's end of pre-production build. We're just starting production, so it's really far from
I feel like I need to put a lot of volume here, folks.
We really wanted, and you touch about it, it's really wanted to make sure that we nail the ambience, and not only the look, the lighting. That
looks very nice, the ambience. Look at that quality, bro. I mean, you can't really see the quality with the feeling that I do want to say this, man. I'm gonna pause it real quick. So like the quality we're witnessing, man, is going to be off of a YouTube video. And this YouTube video, I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't necessarily, I think that the quality that they demonstrated was a lot more better than the quality that we're witnessing, folks. And I'm just being honest here. However, this is still showing the gameplay of what's to come for the Dead Space remake. So we're going to go ahead and use this footage regardless. I did try my best to get it at the quality that it needs to get, but I got it to 1080p from what it allows me to set it to. But here we go.
Shimura, you're inside those dark corridors, and
man, that looks really good. I love the detail on the armor, man. If you look at the health bar, that looks pretty cool too. That they did a fantastic job so far for an early pre-production build. I mean, look at the way he looks, man. That armor looks freaking sick, dude. Man, it does give you that classic type of vibe too, man. I really miss playing this game, dude. This is such a lovely game, man. It's just really good.
And here's my boy Isaac. So that rig, that armor, it's not the original, it's a new one. It's still work in progress. It's gonna be improved a lot, but
so they're still doing improvements to the armor, which is great to hear, man. I mean, they got it this far and it looks freaking amazing, right? Just imagine how badass it's gonna look when they fully finish it, right? And especially like when you get like the armor builds, like, dude, I'm just kind of curious how that's gonna look, man.
It gives a first taste at Isaac Clarke in the remake. And look, here we are.
Wow. The movement.
I mean, the lighting, everything looks
super
phenomenal.
Smooth. The lighting looks.
The smoke.
Freaking. Oh my god, dude. Look
Very
at that
much what
smoke, dude. Man.
Be expecting at this point from next generation graphics.
It's really Dead Space.
That camera movement?
Like you never saw it.
No, it didn't look like any lag was to it.
So it has been almost 13 years, you know, since the original game came out, the original Dead Space. Why is this remake happening now, and what exactly is this remake? Can you elaborate on that?
That's actually a pretty good question.
So one thing that's important for us, and that's why it's for PS5, Xbox Series, or for PC, is that it's not about one thing. Like Dead Space is a super strong experience, and so it's really about
also showcases this kind of next level.
It just skips over there to there, right? But dudes, so PS5, Xbox Series X, and of course PC. They didn't say anything else upon other consoles, right? So is this gonna be like a next gen exclusive only? Or, you know, will they make this available for other platforms as well? I'm talking about the previous versions of the next gen, right? For those who haven't had the opportunity to acquire the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, or for those who don't have an up-to-date PC, man. Because, I mean, you know, stuff like that is very hard to find, dude. Right? It is, with the whole situation going on, you know, with the whole freaking COVID pandemic kind of messing all this shit up, you know. But overall, man, for those who did manage to acquire those type of consoles, man, hey, you know, at least you know for a fact that, hey, you get to be able to get this game for sure when it releases for the platform. And I just really hope that the game development team could be able to think about those for those who did not have an opportunity to acquire those next generation consoles or an up-to-date PC. And hopefully they think about them too. You know what I mean? Put this game on mobile device. Imagine playing Dead Space on a cell phone. That'd be freaking dope, dude. That'd be epic. I'll play it.
Layer of where you're thinking about going from an improvements perspective. Just talk a little bit about, you know, where you're kind of seeing this move. We see Isaac kind of in the space right now, floating around the space.
That looks nice.
Probably going to show off some of his thrusters and stuff in a minute. I'd love to hear more about, you know, kind of where you're thinking about in terms of improvements in this layer too.
So for us, really, going back to the
That looks pretty good, man. The glide tactic looks awesome, dude. It looked very smooth, just like the way the camera movement was previously that is shown already. But look at that freaking light over there, bro. It's like, I mean, just look how that just looks crazy, dude. Just imagine gliding over there. I'm pretty sure you could glide over there, man.
original Dead Space. It was something that we felt.
There's a blue cube in the sky.
That we felt we could actually improve in terms of
You got that nice
experience
reflection
and
in the
immersion
glass over there. You see the lighting in the background.
and how you would move
If you
around
really looked at the
in
reflection,
and
you could
that's
actually see some
something
type
that
of
was
like,
really
it looked like smear marks.
good and improving the experience in Dead Space 2 and 3 that we felt was really missing in the original Dead Space. And so that's why we took that mechanic of
Wow, that looks really
flying
beautiful.
around when you're in zero G and with much more 360-degree freedom. And now you can play Dead Space and really feel you're in space during those moments.
So-
And so also that's a mechanic that we're starting to improve a bit on, like
So they're going to improve more of the gliding structure of the game whenever you're actually in space, you know, hovering around. They're going to make it be like, they're going to make it feel even more realistic, like way better than the previous version of Dead Space. And that's awesome, man, because with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, I mean, it does have that capability to be able to make this game run super smoothly, man. Like, really good. And I cannot wait I just can't wait for this to freaking be here already, dude. Like, man, dude, this game is gonna be dope as mother. It's gonna be dope as. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be freaking great.
for example, now you can interact as you fly around. You can go into tighter corridors, those kind of things. But also, it allows us to revisit some of the old content and create new ways to navigate, new paths. Like here in the original, you would have gone back through that door, through
that
where you
damage
came
structure
from. And
inside,
here,
you know,
it
where is
allows
that?
us to create new environments with eventually new challenges to surprise also the people that know the game and will
New environments, new challenges. So basically, additional stuff on top of the original content. We love that.
be like, oh wait, what's that? What's that? And now we're gonna surprise you.
So it's really delivering on the fantasy.
Oh,
of the
dude, did you
space.
see that? Man, look at the way he just glides down. I mean, that just looked freaking dope, dude. Look. Wait. Frick is it at? All right, we're at 3. Let's go back to like 344 right here, right? Just look at the way he just like falls down, dude.
Now we're
It
gonna
looks
surprise
sick, dude.
So it's really delivering on the fantasy.
I like
of being in
that.
space,
I like that
making sure
landing.
that we're
That
able,
landing animation.
to use that and revisiting all the places in the game in the original where there was zero G, which was the Superman jump back in Dead Space 1, and now applying full 360 motion.
This
and
is
finding
the
ways
Darth
to
Vader
Appealing system
grab.
that will be implemented into combat. Would you mind telling us more
So-
about the original system versus the new system and what
Oh, that
peeling
looked cool with the
actually
gun
means?
movement.
I think actually something that's very important, as you can see with the feed, like it is definitely a gym, and it's intentional that we showcase this in a gym. because
That
we're
looks
so
smooth
early
upon
with it.
the movement.
Visually, we're not at the right level.
Oh, that limb just flew out on dude.
But we want to showcase functionality here. That's what we want to talk about.
Oh,
What is-
dude, that looks so nice. So the breaking of the limbs, it looks a lot more smoother than before. I mean, the way that monster fell down on the ground, or that creature, the alien, whatever you want to call it, right? The way it fell down, it actually fell down smoothly, right? It didn't look like... It looked pretty realistic upon the fall, man. That was awesome.
is the system that we have in mind for peeling, like you said?
So obviously, same thing. It's a really
The slasher,
build.
dude.
It's
There
a
he
gym.
is.
Everything that you see is work in progress. It's first implementation. A lot of VFX are missing. A lot of those modelizations are not final and missing a lot of things like flesh tearing, etc. But one thing that is important for us that I just showed, it's first, of course, dismemberment is back. And it's back with all the depth and fun you can have in that space. But one thing we wanted to...
Let's see what happens here, man.
Those are the things you can say only on Dead Space. One of the thing we wanted to improve about that experience is when you're using a weapon that is not a carving weapon, like something, not like the plasma cutter. Plasma cutter is really fun to use. You can just shoot at anything, and really you have that instant feedback of the limb.
It's caught a crosshair, just kind of lines up like that, and then when he switches it, it's a different type of crosshair.
How was he reacting, etc. It was not necessarily as visceral and as clear as the original.
Oh, dude, he got
that's
shot on
the
the
thing
nuts.
we're
Dude, he got
working
shot
on
on
at
the
the
nuts,
moment,
bro.
and we call
Dang.
peeling. It's basically that body destruction technology that we're developing that is allowing us to really remove, so at the moment, the flesh out of the bones of the enemy.
That looks,
and
man, they're
to
doing a
give
good
you
job with that, man.
A good sense, not
Just like
only
a
of
dismemberment.
gore and horror and ambience, but also of how much damage am I dealing to that opponent. Is my weapon actually useful against this one? How close is he to die? And that's something for me that is really interesting. And so when we were speaking about why doing a remake and where can we improve, those are an example of what we can do, is that we don't have anymore to choose which feature we actually want to push. We can have dismemberment. We can have much more precision and body destruction. We can have
That creature's just there
seamless
moving its head,
loading
right? It's just
for
like...
for the whole ship, etc., etc. And that's something
Look at that.
really, really interesting for us. And another thing that is actually really interesting is that system. So again, for the moment, it's really early. For the moment,
I kind of want to see another creature besides the slasher, man.
Naked slasher, so you only see it with the flesh, but of course later it's going to support like the claw, body armor, different layers, weak points, etc. But it also improved one of the core.
If you really look at the crosshair, you see that wherever the hand lands, the crosshair actually moves up from the weapon. And that's pretty cool, right? It's like, it's actually letting you know, like, where your shot's going to stand at, how it's going to spread when you shoot the weapon and towards the slasher. And it's just giving you that, more of that accurate type of, that detail of like, okay, well, hey, this is where the shot's actually going to hit the slasher at. You know what I mean? So that's cool. So instead of it being all three dots lined up the whole entire time, like if you have move it a certain way, the top dot would actually move, and then you still have the other two dots lined up. So it's kind of just giving you that idea upon, okay, where the shots are going to stand at. I like that. That's actually pretty cool that they did that. It looks like it looks a lot more, I'll not necessarily say aim-friendly. I'm sure it's going to, it's going to have its challenges for those who need, who there's those who could play shooting games very well. There's those who are just like, okay, well, they kind of need that a little bit more of the friendlier crosshair to help them understand where they're aiming at. And I feel the way that they did this, they did an incredible job with that. I feel like it's going to help that. Both sides of the talented shooters in this game, for a variety of skill levels.
Of shooting in Dead Space, which is around the precision, and not only the precision of my weapon, but as an example, the precision of the plasma cutter. And so if I was to shoot, let's say, on that leg, then if I'm shooting here, I'm not going to cut the leg because I'm not shooting at the place where the bone is actually visible. If I need to, if I want to cut that leg now, I need to be much more careful and precise in my aiming and in the shooting. And then, for us, what is interesting is that it opened a whole new layer of shooting and combat loop where you can have some weapons that are better at carving through the enemies, some weapons that are better at cleaning them. Sorry for the mic. Some weapons that are better at cleaning the enemy and removing the flesh and the tissue, etc.
I wonder how the slasher would be when he attacks you, right? Like how fast are they going to be when they strike?
Really passionate and expressive.
Oh, he did the Darth Vader again.
The team internally.
That's pretty cool.
How detailed are we talking here?
Look at that.
In terms of the body destruction, the peeling, it's going to be really super detailed, as we can see on that video. So that's
and this is not even like the complete version of the slasher, man. This is just like it's still a work in progress. But where they have it at right now, dude, this looks crazy, dude. I mean, look at that. They're doing a fantastic job. They're definitely on the right direction, and that's awesome, dude. Like, much respect to the game development team for them to get this far. You know, upon just like an early reveal of what's to come.
first steps of that technology, if the video is playing, which is not, I think, at the moment. Yes, here we go. You can see that it's really super precise. It's exactly where you're aiming, where you're shooting. It's exactly respecting the shape of the projectile at the enemy.
That's cool how they could do that, man.
You would see it going.
That is awesome.
Through the body of your enemy and burning the flesh, etc. It's the peeling,
oh, dude, the freaking skull structure, bro! Look at that.
Super precise. In terms of pure dismemberment, and
wow,
where you're able to cut the necromorph's limbs, here where we want to improve it, because we feel like characters like the slasher, for example, it was already really deep in terms of gameplay. Like, there are different behavior based on whether you were cutting the legs or the head, where they go berserk, etc. So here our goal, it's for enemies like slasher, it's not necessarily to improve or give more precision where you cut. You can.
I wonder, like, if you get like certain type of weapons, will it actually like show the skull structure like that, depending on the weapon you use?
Enemies,
right, let's just say if you use a weapon that causes a burn or something, will it actually like have the face deteriorate so realistic on the slasher?
Like, I can't wait to show you.
And like,
you get behind the brute and you start to
like, will it look so into detail like this? You know what I mean? Like, because this is pretty damn cool, man.
That's the type of improvement we're going for.
Get to the weak points.
Yeah, I love the peeling of the different layers of skin down to the organs and bones, especially coming from a medical background. It's just insane to see. The level of expectation is very much up here, and we'll hold you accountable.
One thing that you might have noticed quickly in the prototype, and that's something we want to experience a bit more. We want to dig a bit more. It's when you actually cut.
All right, so no microtransactions
one
confirmed.
Question topic that was prevalent throughout the community that we saw time and time again, and that is the topic of microtransactions. They were apparent in Dead Space 3, so at this point, can you please be transparent and honest regarding microtransactions, and if that will make an appearance in Dead Space 1 Remake?
So very, very clear, no microtransaction, none at all. No, not
That's what I'm
like
talking
you
about.
mentioned already in an interview, I think, yes. No, we don't have that in the remake.
That's awesome.
Good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good to hear.
Yeah, that is pretty good to hear. It's very good to hear. Oh my god! Loud noises! Oh, this is gonna be the trailer for me, folks. But yeah, folks, I mean, shit, for what they got so far, dudes, really happy about it. I mean, what do you think, man? Let me know in the comments down below upon what you think of this. Do you think the Dead Space remake is just gonna be freaking like, 100% badass? I mean, 1 out of 10, what do you give it so far, folks? Let me know in the comment section down below. For what they showed so far, man, I know this game's easily gonna be a 10 out of 10, dude. I know it is. I'll keep this trailer playing for those who haven't seen it yet, folks. For those who are curious about it. Honestly, man, I don't think this game's gonna come out anytime soon, though, dude. And even if it does take a while, man, I would rather for them to take their time with this one. So when it does release, it gets to be freaking like amazing, man. I want to give a shout out to the person who actually uploaded this video, man. You know, so we got Punish. So shout out to Punish, man, for uploading the game, you know, kind of trimmed down the gameplay there for many of us to enjoy and watch. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. Go ahead and give Punish a subscription. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this video here in the description down below. I'm even gonna drop the actual gameplay content, like the full version of it, in the description down below for those who want to actually see the whole entire thing. And it's gonna be a lengthy one. I think it's like 40 something minutes, maybe a little bit longer than that. I need to double check. But I'll definitely do that there for you folks. If you enjoyed this content, please smack that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching another episode of mine, and I'll see you on the next episode, folks. Y'all take care.